If you watched my last video, you can see that I do a lot of things in a day. And how do I do that? Simple. It's called habits.
Bass in your face.
I spent my COVID days, which is 2019 to 2021, studying and obsessing about self-improvement. Those years were all just about myself and being successful. And so far, it's been great. My number one resource is YouTube. I watched interviews, talks, comics, and all that we're talking about is habits. Habits, habits, habits. And so, I bought this book, Atomic Habits. To be honest, this is not a quick read because it's supposed to be applied upon reading. So I make sure that while I'm reading this book, I'm also building a habit. This book tells me that success is found in the little choices that we make each day. Imagine this. Let's say you decided to eat junk food right now, thinking that it won't probably hurt a lot. Well, it might really not, but what if you eat again tomorrow? Or the next day? Or every day? Eventually, it'll add up, and one day you'll wake up and realize how unhealthy you are. But let's switch it around. What if you decided to eat fruits and veggies today? Well, you can just call yourself healthy after eating just one meal. You need to continue living it for the next days, next months, and years. That's where habits kick in. It's like a building block of the life that you wanted. Figure out what habit would you like to build. You can figure this out by asking yourself what kind of person you want to be. For example, you want to be a writer. So you want to develop a habit of writing every day. Or maybe you want to be fit. Then develop a habit of exercising. Perhaps you're in your self-discovery journey and you want to get to know yourself. Maybe journaling will help. Control your environment. Let's say the habit you chose is journaling. Control your environment by always putting a notebook and a pen on the place that you're always at. You must have things around you that reminds you of that habit. If you chose to exercise, then a yoga mat or a rubber shoes is a good indication of that habit. Put it somewhere you can see and reach easily. Don't make it hard for you to accomplish your habit. For me, I always remember to put my yoga mat on the floor before I sleep so that I can see it first thing in the morning. Keep in mind the 2-minute rule. If you're just starting out your habit, make sure that it won't take more than 2 minutes to accomplish. It's always good to start small. When I'm starting to learn French, I was so driven that I spent most of my time studying. I thought I'm making progress, but eventually it led to burnout and left French for a very long time. Starting small is the only way. After 2 minutes, stop what you're doing, just come back tomorrow. You're more likely to stick with your habit for a longer time. Listening and tracking. I actually use James Clear's habit tracker that he shares in the book. And it is very helpful because you can see an overview of the habits that you do. You can immediately see what you should keep on doing and what you should adjust. Plus, it gives you the sense of accomplishments when you tick one of the boxes. So it's real nice to track your progress. Never miss 2 days in a row. Make your habit alternate or just miss whenever you want. Just don't miss it for 2 consecutive days. It's easy to tick the boxes in our habit tracker, but it's even easier not to. When we stop doing our habits for 2 consecutive days, we usually make an excuse for the upcoming days too. Like what happened to me last December 2021. I just missed it for 2 days and then I just continue to do so until the end of the month. But if you already do so, then just make sure to get on track as soon as you possibly can. Remember to personalize your habit. My method might not work for you, but keep on trying something new and I'll guarantee that you'll find it eventually. Hope this video helps you even just a little bit. Ano ba problema mo? A bientôt!